Hi everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're going to be talking to you about Project L, and this is put out by Board Cubator. Now, don't forget, we do have a contest going on right now, and if you want the details on that, go ahead and find our Facebook page so you can be entered.
All right, that does end, by the way, on Sunday, October 11th, 2020, so get in before then. Project L is a kind of a puzzle game, right? You have these really nice recessed boards. You're drafting these puzzles. You're drafting pieces to put in the puzzles. You're upgrading your puzzle pieces. It's super colorful, very pretty. Let me show you what it looks like on the table. All right, here's our setup for Project L. So what we've got over here is we've got kind of all these polyomino tile pieces. We've got ones that are one long, 2, 3 in the top shelf, are all different shapes that have 4 different squares built together. What we're trying to do is we are trying to build these different puzzles and get the points that are on them. So for instance, this one right here is worth 2 victory points if we complete it. If you fill in all those spots, all those kind of white recessed spots, and as a reward, you'd get whatever that piece is at the top right corner. We start off with just a little 1 and a little 2 piece over here, and there's 3 actions that you can take each turn. So for instance, we could take a puzzle. Let's say we take this one, put it in front of us. We can take a level 1 piece, add it to our pile there. We can upgrade something. So for instance, I could take this level 2, put it back, and take a level 3 in its place. Another action you can do is you can place one of your tiles on one of your puzzles. And the final action you can do is called the master action. So let's say we had 2 puzzles up here. If we had enough pieces, we could do a master action once per turn, and we could put 1 piece on both of them. So you only get 3 actions per turn. So it could be, take a puzzle, take a puzzle, take a puzzle. Or it could be, take, one of these little 1 spots here, put it back and upgrade it to a 2, then a 3, and then ultimately a 4. When you complete a puzzle, let's say we put this here, and we had somehow gotten this piece, we were able to complete that puzzle. We would take all the pieces off, they would go back into our supply. This puzzle we've done, we would collect whatever the reward is. In this case, it's one of these purple long ones. We put that in our supply as well, and we put this over here off to the side as part of our scoring. The puzzles with the white backs over here, those are usually a little bit easier, and the victory points on them are usually smaller. The black ones over here, these are a little bit tougher, but they also give better rewards as well. And the game ends when this stack runs out. After that last black tile is taken, you finish that round so that every player has the same number of rounds, and then everyone gets 1 additional turn. Then you go to your finishing touches, where you try to finish up those remaining puzzles that you have in front of you. Each piece that you add to that puzzle is going to cost you a point during that final, that finishing touches phase. However, it might be worth it. In this case, it's a 2 victory point card. If we were to put, 2 or 3 pieces, whatever it takes to fill that up, it probably isn't worth our while. But maybe if we had one of these, 5 victory point tiles like that, in that case, you probably would want to finish that up if you could. At that point, you're going to add up all your points, and whoever has the most points wins. If there's ever a tie, whoever has more completed puzzles is going to win the game. If there's still a tie, whoever has the most pieces wins. And if there's still a tie, it says, you share the victory, you are all awesome.
All right, so not only does this game play very smoothly, it also is really fast to teach. I think from opening the game, getting all the pieces set up to teaching it, you'll probably be playing in 5 to 10 minutes, tops. 10 minutes, that's like the longest. That's if you're like really struggling with the pieces for some reason. But yeah, you get
distracted by like cats knocking things off the table.
Yeah, yes, exactly, 100%. But I just feel like it's really smooth. It goes by in the turn order super fast, and it helps that you can teach it super fast. You can get this on the table and play it and probably have the whole thing done in like 25 minutes. You can get multiple plays in, but smooth and easy to teach.
I think the reason is it's so intuitive,
Oh yeah.
And it's a puzzle game. People know how to play puzzles, and you get these puzzles, and then you just fill them up in the way that's organized into the 1, 2, 3, and 4 size pieces. You can kind of upgrade 1 notch at a time. Take your 3 actions. It just goes by really quick. It just makes so much sense. It's very intuitive.
Yeah, and I also really like the aesthetic of this, of how it looks. So those boards are black, the recessed boards are black. Then you have all these colorful little pieces that you're doing, and it really just makes it pop, and it looks really cool. I know that a lot of time I don't admire that as much as I can, because when I complete something, I just dump everything off and put it on my stack, and I carry on. But while you're building that, it just looks really neat, and the colors pop out.
My favorite thing to do in this game is the master action. That's where you get to place 1 piece from your reserve onto each one of the puzzles that you've acquired. So you can acquire up to 4 puzzles that you're working on at a time. And so yeah, basically, if you do that and you have the pieces set aside for it, you can do 4 actions in one. You only do it once per round, but Master Action is just a lot of fun. I really enjoy just throwing them out there and getting a head start.
The only thing I'd be a little worried about with this game is that it definitely favors those who have played it a lot. So when we played it, Ryan played it with one of our friends. They played a round of it, and then like 30 minutes later, me and another one of our friends joined for a 4-player game, and Ryan and our friend that had played earlier were 8 to 10 points above us. and just
maybe I'm just like a Project L savant.
Okay, yeah, that could be, but he was also ahead of us that much. So it definitely favors those who played often. But it plays so fast and so quick that after you get about 2 or 3 plays in it, you'll be there. There's just a little... You're caught up. So it's not like it's going to be there forever and it will always be like this.
Like chess or something.
Yeah, it's just in the first couple of plays, if you've played it and somebody hasn't, just tone it down a little, and then you can be super aggressive.
I thought this game was a ton of fun. Like I said, it makes so much sense, but also I love that kind of spatial awareness that goes into this game. But it's not like a difficult spatial awareness. If you're not someone who's a spatially aware person...
I am not.
Just present company included. You can still have a ton of fun with this game because you're just building these puzzles, and it's so satisfying when you complete one. They snap into those recessed boards, and they just lock in, and no matter whether you use 2 pieces or 4 pieces or 6 pieces to finish a puzzle, it's a lot of fun. It's really satisfying to finish those off.
So much so that after we played it, one of our friends said immediately after we were done playing with it, I need to go buy this game.
Yeah, it's just like an insta-buy kind of a thing.
Yeah, it was just like, yep, this needs to be mine. I need this. So that's a huge plus towards the game. Well, you guys, thank you so much for watching it. Don't forget to go to our Facebook page so you can find out about that contest. And also, don't forget to subscribe to us here so you can see our videos as they come out. So you can find us on Facebook, and that's Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. You can find us on Twitter, that's Ryan and Bethany 1. And you can also find us on Instagram, and that is Ryan and Bethany.
Everybody, thanks for watching. We will see you next time.
Bye.